It was a pretty regular day, and I very suddenly couldn't see very well. My vision was very distorted, and about that time my head started hurting really bad. I couldn't put my finger on it, but I knew that if I didn't get help quickly, that my life could be in jeopardy. And I remember EMS getting there, and they squatted down and they said, "Ma'am, can you tell me your name?" And I said, "My name is Amy Blazik. I'm a PA at UMC, and I need a CAT scan of my head right now." I remember bits and pieces of being in the emergency room. I had a hemorrhage that was caused by a rupture of an aneurysm that was in my head. My husband made it to the hospital, and I, kind of tried to prep him for, this is really bad, because I knew that it was bad.
I own and operate a farm in Dimmitt, Texas. I'm on the board of First United Bank, and so we have all of our meetings in Lubbock. So me and another buddy who live in Dimmitt, it's an opportunity for us to get our vehicles detailed. So while I was walking over there, a gentleman was upset for different reasons, and not with me. I didn't know him from anyone, but he put his car in reverse and accelerated pretty rapidly, and he was backing up, and I was walking away from him, and he ran over me. The next thing I knew, it was literally 2 weeks later, and I was in ICU at UMC. My back was broken. We had like 4 head contusions, and I think the first 3 days they were giving me less than 30% chance of survival.
The Neuro ICU establishes a level of care that has not been historically offered to anybody within a 300-mile radius. Establishing the Neuro ICU gives us the ability to give high levels of subspecialized care to patients with traumatic brain injury, for example, to patients with stroke, to patients with complex brain tumors.
What's unique about neurological conditions is it really affects the person and who they are. So patients who are recovering from a stroke or ruptured aneurysm, it can take a big toll on them and their family.
Time is of the essence. It's very critical that we get to these patients very quickly. Waiting too long can mean the difference between life or death.
And so I went to the cath lab to successfully coil the aneurysm to get it to stop bleeding. I was in the ICU for a total of 21 days. Thankfully, I was able to go home. Today, I am back to work full-time, 15 months later, working full-time, momming full-time. And it was a miracle that I came through this and that I am able to function and practice medicine and take care of people, because that's what I love to do.
I think that for doctors and nurses and everyone to recognize what I am, who I am, and what I need and when I need it, it's phenomenal what they're capable of doing at UMC. They just did an outstanding job to bring me back to where I needed to be, and a lot of that is when I look in the mirror and I go, I am still here.
The team is not just the physician, the neurologist, the neurosurgeon. It is the team of nurses, the team of therapists, the team, the administrative staff. And what drives us all is that support that we're in turn provided from the community. I do not believe that any of these ventures would be possible without tremendous support from the community, and I hope that by implementing and developing the Neuro ICU here, that we can pay back to the community and the patients in our own special way.
I promise you, I do know that if it wasn't for the care that I received, we wouldn't be having this conversation today.
I do consider myself a miracle. God places special people in your lives who have the knowledge and the resources available. I consider them my family, and they took care of me like I was their family.